Time for some madness, and it's not even March. Hey, it's Bryon Lape back with a review you can use, and glass is free today so that I can actually try and read without taking them off and all that. Early morning review of a pre-workout. This is actually a new thing for me. I don't think I've ever shot one this early in the morning, and headed to the gym, and it probably echoes a bit because we just got carpets replaced and not all the furniture's back in. I just realized how echoey it is in here. Anyway, hopefully it turns out okay. So I haven't done a Mutant product in a long time. It's been quite a while. And yes, Kaylin the Alien, and Tap and Die, no telescope. It's down in the garage still. I just haven't moved everything back. Trees outside. Anyway, this is the ultra concentrated pre-workout supplement. Now, I've done some of their protein powders before. I don't know if I've ever reviewed, I don't think I've ever reviewed a pre-workout of theirs. It's been a while. Now, this one I got off of Amazon. This is a sweet iced tea. I actually had to pay a bit more for this flavor, sweet iced tea, because, I mean, all the rest, the generic blues and black raspberry, blue raspberry, and fruit punch and all that other stuff, it's like, I've not done a flavor like this. I'm going to try. And it was like $5 extra. And I do need to leave a review for the vendor very prompt. I mean, I've ordered, and even though this came by mail, I had it like 2 days. So anyway, this is energy, performance, and focus, like they all say. Suggested use obviously is going to be 8 ounces of water in 1 scoop. Now, the interesting thing are the ingredients. So we got 5 calories, okay, and you know, I'm doing deadlifts today. I'm going to do some squats and then some deadlifts. I've actually already eaten breakfast. I'm actually starting to get a little hungry already. I had about half a pound of grass-fed beef, chorizo, and cashews for breakfast. So we have 5, the interesting to me is it's 500 milligrams of a caffeine matrix, and this is the 5 caffeine matrix. So they have caffeine anhydrous, which we've seen all over the place, 300, dicaffeine malate, 80 milligrams, caffeine citrate, 40 milligrams, and then there's and my eyes are failing me already, theobromine extract and green tea leaf extract, which I've seen before, not the theobromine. And then they also have this amplification matrix of 65 milligrams of, and this was interesting to me because when I looked at this, I was like, wait a minute, how come I'm getting pepper in here? But there is a black pepper extract, there's a cinnamon extract, there's an olive leaf extract, and there's L-theanine. And my neighbor's doing something. And the dogs are under the table. So then we have our niacin and stuff like that, although it's not a whole lot, which is good. And then the performance intensity matrix is where you have your L-citrulline malate, L-arginine hydrochloride in a 2-to-1 blend, and there's I'm guessing that's 1,005, so 1.5 grams total of that. So it'll be 1 gram of the citrulline malate and 500 milligrams of L-arginine. Beta-alanine, my voice is kind of bad today, and somebody's mowing the lawn and my sinuses are going absolutely, my allergies are going nuts. And so we have taurine and L-tyrosine in a 2-to-1 blend with a 1 gram total. Malic citrate acid blend, 900 milligrams. And I am like really tired. So, you know, this is and I'm not reading all the ingredients, but obviously no more than 2 servings per 24 hours. And, you know, the Mutant, you know, it almost looks like a biohazard symbol that they've kind of set off-centered. I actually think it is a biohazard symbol that they've set off-centered. So let's see what we got before my voice is completely gone, thanks to my neighbors mowing. I do need to mow. I don't know when I'm going to mow. Children aren't going to do it for me. I'm not going to, well, said I wasn't going to do it. Okay, that's interesting. So we have if I can put the lid on, it almost kind of looks like a tea-ish thing. Almost like a iced tea with milk. Milky iced tea. Let's see. Ooh. Now, if you live in the South, as the vitamin C in there is starting to get my throat clear, that's not going to be sweet to you. If you live anywhere else, that is going to be sweet. Sweet tea in the South is like sugar crystals floating in solution. Everywhere else, they just mean sweetened tea, and that's exactly what that is. I mean, that's a nice tea flavor, nice hint of lemon. That's pretty good. Like I said, my allergies going crazy. Even though I've taken an allergy pill already, it's just mowing the yard. Which is why I'll mow the yard if I have to. But I've been allergic to cut grass for 30 years. That's pretty good. I actually like that the citrus of the lemon is kind of tart, and it also kind of gets your saliva glands going like you would expect. And that's probably a little bit more intense than you would typically get in an iced tea. But considering it's a different flavor, I hadn't seen anybody have this. Now apparently, and I bet you everybody will have it. I don't think it was worth the $5 extra or whatever. I think it was about $5 extra compared to all the rest of them. So I don't know if they don't make this very often. Oh wow, the pepper and cinnamon are very noticeable, very light. Yeah, the black pepper. Yeah, so that'll warm me up. Cinnamon, 10 milligrams of cinnamon extract. So overall, it's and I didn't show the scoop, did I? It's 7.5 grams. But and I don't have my phone in front of me, so 7.5 gram scoop. That is loaded. That is highly concentrated to get all that in that small scoop. But today, so I've done some more modifications to and I definitely need to blog about it, and I keep forgetting to. And I got the Starting Strength book out, and I really simplified some things. So today, and yesterday I went and I did bench press and overhead press, and there was someone, and I'm used to the morning, but part of why I don't do the full Starting Strength is because it takes too long and people get all upset because we have one rack. And one guy was getting antsy just as I was finishing, so that was fine. And that took almost too long. So we'll see today. Then some morning time again. It's like 9:30 or so, I think. Yeah, almost 9:30. So it shouldn't be too bad. I'm normally gone by there and gone by this time, but on the weekend. But I'm going to do some heavier squats, but not full heavy. I think we're going to end up about 225 or so, and then deadlifts. And I got to make sure I keep dropping my hips, and it's what's holding my deadlift back, and I got to keep my hips up and don't turn it into an inverted squat. So I'm going to finish this off, finish getting ready, hit the gym, and we'll be back in about an hour to say how well it worked. All right, see you on the flip side. All right, I'm back from the gym, and I ran into somebody I hadn't seen in a while and talked a little too much, but I did basically 4 sets of 4 warming up with squats. And top one was 225, which is about 75%, maybe 70% of my 1 rep max. And then I did deadlifts, and I actually got 265 to go down. It was a bit of a struggle. The first 3 were great. The next 2 I really had to dig deep. My brain started getting in the way. The last one was kind of sloppy, but I got it up. And that's what she said. So Madness is quite well named. I don't know. I'm on the fence right now as to whether or not this is the right pre-workout for me, because it does have, I was sweating to death before I even got to the gym because of the pepper and all that, and that's the amplification matrix. But I don't think this is supposed to help you lose weight, really. It's really the energy, but the thermogenic effect of this is pretty strong. But it's not as much as like a fat burner or something like that. So I'm not saying it's bad. I just wonder if it's the right. And there's peel back, see more information. Maybe I'll read up on that. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. And most of the time I'm going to be early in the morning. It's going to be close to around 7 o'clock if I'm on time. Probably going to have to start walking the dogs in the morning, and I probably need to do a lot more walking because I did do the treadmill for a bit longer than I normally would. Because quite often when I do deadlifts, it's in the afternoon because it's on a weekend. But today, there was just too much going on. I had to get it done and out of the way. So we'll see. But now I've got high hopes. It's a little bit different. It definitely, the caffeine isn't as noticeable. You don't get the tingling or any of that. Sometimes people say I can't feel it. This would be one that I would say I can't feel because it's not that type of pre-workout. But so far, decent. I mean, so far, I mean, my workout was good, and you know, this wasn't too expensive. I forget how much I paid on Amazon for it. I'll have to look that up. But no, not bad, not bad at all. But we'll see. And I think they have another one that's a bit higher more stimulating. And that's the thing too, is there's a wide range of pre-workouts, and some are made for pumps, and some are made for insane energy, and some are stim free. You know, find one that works for you, fits what your fitness goals are. That's one of the biggest things, is to understand your response to stuff, your fitness goals, and make sure they align. And you might find that 2 cups of coffee is all you need. You might find you don't need anything. But as always, stay hydrated. But I'm looking forward. Tomorrow is bench and row and bent over rows. So we'll see how that goes. Yesterday, I finally got back to getting close to within striking distance. So far, post all the lockdown stuff, my squat is the only one that's back to where it was pre-lockout. Now, I'm within striking distance on deadlifts. I had 265, 285 by 5 is what I did back in February. And so we'll see. We'll see what goes with that. I got to work on my grip, got to get some chalk. The gloves are useless now. They're just about done. The straps I have, I don't like them. So maybe I need to learn to use straps as well, and probably a weightlifting belt. All right, so far I'm liking it. I'll wait to give it an actual number until the container is empty. So join me in a month for the empty container review. And if there's, as always, there's something you want to see me review or want my opinion on, and people are leaving more comments, probably gonna do some comparison type videos coming up, especially some flavor comparisons. People are asking me. Just let me know in the comments or join me on Twitter. All my social media links are in the description. Yes, I have Instagram, and yes, I have some of that other stuff. I rarely use them, but they're out there, so you know, follow me anyway. And let's get the conversation rolling. Thank you very much, and we will see you later. Goodbye. All right, probably. I didn't turn those on. Okay. I know. Just a minute, doggies. Okay, so I'm back from the gym, and I ran into somebody, and I didn't turn those lights on.